Then I watched while the Lamb broke open the first of the seven seals, and I heard one of the four living creatures cry out in a voice like thunder, "Come forward." I looked, and there was a white horse. Where am I? There was a white horse, and its rider had a bow. He was given a crown, and he rode forth victorious to further victories. When he broke op- when he broke open the second seal, I heard the second living creature cry out, "Come forward." Another horse came out, a red one. Its rider was given power to take peace away from the earth, so that the people would slaughter one another. And he was given a huge sword. When he broke open the third seal, I heard the third living creature cry out, "Come forward." I looked, and there was a black horse, and its rider held a scale in its hand. I heard what seemed to be a voice in the midst of the four living creatures. It said, "A ration of wheat costs a day's pay, and 3 rations of barley cost a day's pay. But do not damage the olive oil or the wine." When he broke open the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature cry out, "Come forward." I looked, and there was a pale green horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades accompanied him. They were given authority over a quarter of the earth, to kill with sword, famine, and plague, and by means of the beasts of the earth. When he broke open the fifth seal, I saw underneath the altar, the souls of those who had been slaughtered because of witness they bore about the word of God, or bore to the word of God. They cried out in a loud voice, "How long will it be, holy and true Master, before you sit in judgment and avenge our blood on the inhabitants of the earth?" Each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to be patient a little while longer until the number was filled of their fellow servants and brothers who were going to be killed as they had been. Then I watched while he broke open the sixth seal, and there was a great earthquake. The sun turned as black as a dark sackcloth, and the whole moon became like blood. The stars in the sky fell to the earth like unripe figs, shaken loose from the tree in a strong wind. Then the sky was divided like a torn scroll curling up, and every mountain and island was moved from its place. The kings of the earth, the nobles, the military officers, the rich and the powerful, and every slave and free person hid themselves in caves and among the mountain crags. They cried out to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of the one who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, because the great day of their wrath has come, and who can withstand it?" I don't know. Reading this, I don't understand a lot of things, but I do think that sometimes I've heard a lot of things about how, you know, it'll be um, just the imagery that was painted for me as I was little was just someday Jesus is going to come back and we're all just going to float away and it's going to be wonderful. But I think there's going to be some rough stuff that we experience also, rapture or no rapture. Because honestly, I don't see a clear one way or another in anything. I think that the Lord allows us to go through very difficult things. And I think some of these things, even though it's terrible and in a lot of ways and frightening, in the same way, you'd be among the few that really have that earthly revelation of who God is and that terrifying understanding. I don't know. It wouldn't, I don't know. It just makes me wonder. I have no idea, just wondering.